What is going on, guys? VikingNezz back here. We have lots and lots to go over with Warhammer. It is getting very, very, very exciting. So we are just 18 days away from our next pack for Warhammer 3, and we have the Chaos Lords. So each sort of demi-gods get their own lords. Obviously we still have Archaon, and we still have Belagor coming as well. So lots and lots of nice new chaos fun for us to be having. So obviously, like you and me, we're all looking very, very much forward to this, and I cannot wait. So let's get straight into it, guys. Let's not waste any time at all, and let's take a look at the Let's Play. We will look at the one for Azazel. Let's go.
It's said that Azazel's beauty is second only to that of Slanesh. I'm gonna be honest, if that's what counts as beautiful in the demon world, I'm sticking with ogres. Gorgeous. Prowling the mortal plane, Azazel's arrival is met with fanfare from the barbarians of the steppes, though his appearance is a portent most dire. The other three powers would be wise to take heed, for the day of the ecstatic legions is nigh. We're on turn 1. How original! And already Azazel's got himself in a spot of bother. We're quite literally painted into a corner. Grand Cafe and its fancy fence to the south, Norska vying for a brawl to the west, pointy, impassable mountains to the east, and proof of flatter theory to the north. These obstacles and more will need to be swept aside if we mean to discover the location of Zambaiji.
So with this, guys, we ought now have two. There will be two chaos. Not demons, but what do you call them? The sub-factions. There will be two now. So we have obviously Azazel starting off near Cafe, where you also will have the new lord that's just been released. I will get him up very quickly on this. Guess who else is starting on in Grand Cafe on the Immortal Empire? So this guy right here will be starting in Grand Cafe, along with Lockyer Fellheart in the Chaos Realms. Just thought I'd cover that very, very quickly. I'm not sure it will be the same for this pack in particular, but yeah, there you have it, guys. We have a Chaos Demon starting with Lockyer Fellheart in Grand Cafe.
The Lost City, and claim the altar of battle before our rival Chaos champions. But to achieve such a feat, we'll first need to create a network of rifts to reveal the way. Sadly, the godbear Urson has been rescued by his fanatical followers, and so we'll need to open our rifts the old-fashioned way with copious amounts of suffering.
Which, again, I think is awesome, because they are following from the story.
Suffice nothing extravagant. These souls that we're to reap are harvested and sacrificed through battles, looting, sacking, and raising settlements, events, and two new mechanics introduced in the Champions of Chaos DLC, the Path to Glory and Gifts of Chaos. Purely demonic factions like
these look really, really good. Looking at them and looking at all the information we've got, it looks to me like the old forces are in a little bit of trouble. Like, they've put a lot of time and a lot of effort in these factions, which I'm not complaining about, but Empire, Dwarfs, Britannia, they are going to need to do something to those factions in Immortal Empires, because they are just, especially in the Thunderdome, like Henry, Tomb Kings, they are going to get absolutely annihilated by these demon factions. I know it's the end of the world, I know it's the end times, but as far as game balance is concerned, I'm a little bit worried about the whole pouring extra stuff in, which is great, but don't forget about the old races. Don't forget about the old races.
Do not possess souls and are therefore wholly unworthy of our attention. For Azazel, this would make venturing further up the eastern steppes a waste of precious time. And why bother, with Cathay so close, ripe for plundering and bloated with delicious souls to corrupt and devour? Come on, Eglixius, let's go punch some mortals in the face. Or do whatever this is.
Azazel, Prince of Damnation.
This shouldn't take any fancy tactics, but Azazel's got both speed and aerial superiority, two assets that we'll use to divide and conquer. We scatter the Norscan cavalry and quickly overwhelm their infantry, securing a swift end to the battle.
And he can fly
Well done,
like
us.
a birdie. That's kind of cool.
Our
I
devotees
kind
are
of like that.
bloodlusting
I'm
following
not
their
gonna
victory,
lie.
so we've decided to keep the party going. Using the warband recruitment mechanic.
Warbands, nice. I like that. That's
going to
be a good way of keeping your armies
Over
fresh.
to the Red Fortress. We'll entice the defending marauder hunters with our impressive spread of
And the
hors
good
d'oeuvres before
old
committing
Slaaneshi
unspeakable horrors in the name of Slaanesh.
enticement. This guy.
The enemy's
This guy's
entrenched,
got
but we've
all the
numbers on our
tricks.
side, so we break our forces into groups and assault the settlement on four fronts, spreading the defenders to their limits.
Implementing a standard tactic there. Divide and conquer. We like it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is going to look
Cavalry and
awesome
warhounds are
with the
pinned
blood.
by units of spearmen, but
The
our numbers are
blood and
prevailing.
glory pack. Limbs
One final
and
push
bits
to break
flying
the
everywhere.
Norscan spirits.
Oh, here comes the champion.
The battle's all but over, so Azazel's going to have just a tiny little sit down, whilst his cultists mop up the blood.
So, just a quick recap as you get this cinematic battles. When you take the major settlements, there is going to be some individual buildings you can get, which this video will cover, which we will cover very quickly. And also, you have the whole new chaos mechanic, which is like little trinkets that you can put into characters to buff
The
them,
Red
make them
Fortress
better.
flies a purple
You can
flag, but our
also
victory nets
make
us more than choice
your
real estate.
heroes
The
demon
Norscans
princes,
are an
which is
impressionable
quite
lot, and
good,
we've only
which
gone
I
and
like.
occupied the Kuj Norscan homeland, vassalizing them in doing so. We'll put our
Vassalization
unpaid
we all
employees to
know,
work
because
in due
everyone's
course, but the
played
Red
Slaanesh,
Fortress holds
and if
another
you
secret
haven't,
to
you
first
should.
explore. This
'Cause
UI
it's
element
awesome.
signifies a dark fortress, which are a
There it
semi-rare
is,
type
there's
of
the,
settlement dotted around the world map.
The
As our task
individual
is to spread
buildings I was
misery and reap
just
souls, taking us
telling you
far and
about.
wide, we'll have little need for a sprawling empire.
So you have
Sporadic
unique
bases from which to
buildings
launch our
in
insidious
certain
incursions will be
settlements.
more than sufficient. Dark fortresses, which are typically faction capitals, offer unique building chains and are amongst the most defensible of all settlements. Now we have a place to hang our demonic hat and a few souls in the bank, we can evoke the gifts of chaos.
Boom,
This dark
the
compass
gifts
offers
of
7 bonus
chaos.
slots in which beams
This
can be
looks
activated in
pretty
exchange for
damn
sacrifice
good.
of souls.
It's pretty much
Additional
similar to
slots
the
are unlocked
ogre
in
system,
technology
only
tree, whilst more
the
gifts are earned
ogres
after a specific number of souls have been sacrificed.
buffs don't
These
stack,
boons have the
which
potential to grant
I think
game-changing benefits.
they
So we'll be
should,
liberal with our spending.
to be honest, I really do think they
To
should.
solidify our influence in the Red Waste, we'll turn our gaze to Dragon's Crossroad. And by gaze, I of course mean the aforementioned raid wagon.
They will see beauty.
Cathay's
See, this
defenders
tactic
are
is
trampled
okay
against
as long
our
as you've got a lot
legions
of
and the Red
money to
Wastes are
spend.
ours. We gift Dragon's Crossroad to our Norscan friends and set the exploit vassals commandment because we're really good friends. Speaking of good friends, Azazel's been impressed with some of our marauders and envisions a bright future for them as disgusting fleshy monsters.
Ah, this is the bit that I like. upgrading your
upgrades mechanic will give
units,
this unit a
and
makeover.
each individual
And
new
bestow
lord
upon
coming
these
to
cheeky
us
lads
can
Slanesh's
do this,
highest honour,
and it's gonna
some
be
whips.
friggin' awesome. So you
We've
can stick
established
with
a
the
foothold
chaos
in the
part,
Red Wastes, employed the
or
locals,
you can
and are
make
ready
them
to expand
obviously
our sphere of
more
influence into Grand
specific
Cafe.
to
They may not want what we're
that
selling, but the
your
promise
lord's
of all those
faction.
souls is too
So
tempting
Nurgle,
a
you
proposition
have,
to ignore, so we
we're gonna
gather
go
our depraved
down the side of
disciples and heed the
Nurgles,
call of wholesome adventure.
obviously, etc., etc. You guys get what I'm saying.
Turtle Gate's walls are well defended, so we split our offensive into 3 fronts. 2 groups for the walls, and 1 to
So
charge
you
through the
can
city,
see just
capturing
here,
points.
So many
when the
creatures,
unit cards come up,
so
you can see just here that there certain units are being upgraded. You can do this throughout the whole army, so we are just gonna skip along a little just to stop this video from being 3 million years long. But all these are available on the Total War. So just YouTube, Total War, Let's Play, each individual part, and you'll be away. Ah, Shaggoths. A little bit more of the upgrade system going on there. You guys roughly get what I'm saying with this. Collect souls, open rifts.
Once Aglixius has dedicated himself to Slanesh, he sheds off his meaty mortal shell and transcends into
Boom,
something
and
better.
upgrading your
He also loses half
heroes.
his rank and his skills
You
are
can
reset, because
also
with
make
great
them
power
demon
comes great
princes,
reinvention, and
but
I
when
don't
you
want to clip
do,
his
they
wings.
half their experience, so you're pretty much starting them again. But you can reduce that effect and that penalty with certain tech trees, which is really, really handy. This is going to be so much fun! Bring the chaos!
The Dissenter Lords of Jin Shin are next to face our indiscriminate harvesting. Sucks to be them.
Sucks to be them.
Time to spread those attackers. The more inroads into the settlement, the better chance
Yeah,
we
we
have
all
of
know
capturing
how to
points.
fight battles.
And I love capturing points. The bulk of our attacks taking on the west of the city, whilst our cavalry will charge up the middle. The east is left to a smaller, but no less capable force. Enemy reinforcements could be a problem, but the city spreading mayhem in their wake and the Dissenter Lords are in disarray.
Azazel, Prince of Damnation.
So you guys get the gist. You
Thankfully,
guys
there are
get the
plenty
gist
more
of
mortals
this.
to be harvested amongst Zhao Ming's followers, and beyond the smouldering
Harvest
killings of
souls,
Grand Cathay,
upgrade
wait for the gluttonous
your
souls of the
army,
Ogre
push
Kingdoms.
through and beat the race to Azul.
No rest for the depraved, though for Azazel, spreading Slanesh's influence is the height of delight. He would rather savor the sweet screams of his victims, but alas, time is of the
Which I think is
essence.
awesome. This is just,
And only one
it
champion
looks
of
great.
chaos
It looks
can
great.
win
The only thing I
victory.
am a little worried about is obviously the old world factions. I really, really hope they don't forget about the old world factions. And we'll move on to Festus.
Festus the Leech Lord, once a very highly regarded doctor, and he still is, in the eyes of Nurgle. But it seems there's only so many
Pretty
entitled
much
patients
a
doctor can deal with
similar
before they go mad and
tactic,
turn themselves into a
only
plague
he
brewer.
starts
Can't blame him. His obsession with plague knowledge makes him the perfect
in
candidate to go in
like
search
near
of
the
Zambijah.
Empire and Bretonia.
And that's where we're going to join him. Just don't mention the chin, okay? It's said that the best ingredients for a plague can be found in the belly of an ogre. And I didn't just make that up. Through raising settlements and attacking armies, we've amassed almost 10,000 souls.
I'm pretty
This
sure he
next settlement,
starts near
Chantillan, should bring us past our first milestone and present to us some new options.
turn 30, so yeah, he's going to start pretty close to Bretonia. Look at those units. Pretty much the same thing. don't need to go into too much
With
detail.
a strong
So
network of vassalized settlements
it's
up
going to be
north,
the soul
we don't really
race,
need to occupy Chantilly. Our primary goal now is to collect souls, so
etc.,
what's that?
etc.
323 souls? Don't mind if I do.
Still got the old nerd
Welcome to
mechanic
Naples Fries
there,
and Filth, or you can eat plates and
which is going to
boxes.
be
To
good
start us
because
today, we have
obviously
your
that's
basic
the sort of
starter
thing
blade,
you
followed by
want.
Each unit. As they rise in ranks, we'll unlock the next stage of the
Upgrading your
revolution. It
units.
means we
So
get to
this
keep
is what the
our
chaos
loyal units we have from day one and
warriors
see them grow
look
into
like.
old age. If we prefer, we can dedicate our
And
units
then
to
you have
Nurgle or
again
stick with the more
each
conventional
specific
chaos.
faction has
I'm not the most
different
decisive
using
person, so
different
I'm
units,
trying out both.
as you can
Some of
see
our marauders
there.
of Nurgle have reached rank 5, good for them. We can settle them in amongst the rest of our Chaos Warrior units by upgrading them.
Boom.
I'm keen for these boys to eventually step up further to Chaos Knights. However, we haven't unlocked this just yet. We can see it will become available to us once they reach rank 6, and if we research profane weaponry.
But there's a little
Let's head over to our
sneak peek of
technology
the
tree,
upgrade
get this
system
started,
as
this will take
well,
about 6 turns
guys.
to unlock, giving us some time to train up the unit. Scout.
You get the gist of what I'm saying. It all looks really, 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 really good, and I am very, very, very much looking forward to each. We have 3, we are missing 1, and I won't say any more than that because it will be coming and we shall do a video on all of those, but the mechanics look really, really good, and I'm impressed.
It's said that
I'm
Azazel
very, very, very pleased. And
Village the Curseling,
And
devout follower of
Village,
the Changer
which
of Ways,
obviously
has been
is your
waging
final
a bitter
one.
campaign, rounding up Norscan tribes as his personal entourage and meat shield to break the bulk of the
Look
North. Wait
at
for fresh souls
this
to dedicate to
dude.
Grandfather Nurgle.
He looks terrifying. And starting in Norska. Again, all these videos available. Oh, look at giants.
The patrons of Pestilence were unprepared for the presents Zeech provided our pitiless pack. That was a mouthful. Now nothing stands between us and the souls of man.
Going for
But the Kislev
Kislev.
forces are not going to simply roll over. Gostautin of the Great Orthodoxy is pushing his armies into the land of our Norscan vassals. Fortunately, Hargroff Soul Shredder, that's quite the...
So, just going to go over the heroes in this part now.
They walk the path to glory.
Path
As they
to
accomplish various
glory.
tasks, the
Each
gods
again,
themselves
each
will grant
individual
their
faction
servants
has
will.
this as well.
Each lord
You
and hero
can
will have
spend
their own
souls
unique
to
task for the Dark
upgrade
Brothers
and
to
make
accomplish in
them
order to
super,
gain
super
their
cool.
prize. Great champions of chaos can even be
Demons.
granted the Mark of Chaos. The Mark of Chaos will inspire a lord or hero to
So
become
each
their
one
best
of these
selves and
basically
hit the gym, where they'll fully
upgrades the
devote their
lord. So
meaty
the
mortal
more you
lives to their
do,
patron Chaos
the
God.
better, as you can see,
They
the
live hard
better
enough to
and
even
the
ascend to
cooler they
demonhood as a
look.
direct servant of one of the gods, or as a
And
chaos
there you have
undivided.
it. You can
But the
also
Jimbro demon
make
comes at a
them
cost. Granting a lord or hero the Mark of Chaos will half their rank and reset
the
their
Mark
skills
of
to be
Chaos,
chosen again.
but
Worry
again
not.
it
Through
does
vigorous
lose,
research, one may
and
find
here you
ways
can
to
see in the
mitigate
tech
such
tree
Now
the
go, Curseling. Lead your
effects not
armies
getting
towards the
quite as
destruction of
punishing.
Kislev.
So yeah, there it is. There you have it, guys. They
Soul
are
Shredder's brand
the
new
basic mechanics for our new toys, which look really, really awesome. Again, if you feel like I've skipped over a little bit too much, I'm trying to keep this video like a reasonable time. There's lots of things to talk about, but all the information is in video form, or you have all the notes straight off if you have Steam. If not, Total War, the Total War page has all the information on it there, guys. Go and have a read. It's all good fun. All the factions, mechanics and everything's on there. And that is it for this one, guys. I will see you all very, very soon. I hope you've enjoyed, and happy warmongering. and as always, I will see you in